hear cafe, I'm thinking about a little club or something. We should associate those words in the minds of the people. And they're gonna have something for the adult saints and some for the children. Let's get away from the world's mentality. Amen? Amen. So again, let's not get distracted with the outward appearance of perfect people. Well, God has given us the gift of his spirit so we can see and judge righteous judgment. Amen? Questions, comments? Talk to me. Amen? One more time, let's hear it again.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
The most important thing that has happened so far, the Supreme Court has upheld the individual mandate, essentially affirming that President Obama's health care law is indeed constitutional. And the Congress did not exceed its authority when it essentially ordered every American to buy health insurance.
Ordered now. Who in here does not have health insurance? You don't have health insurance, one or two. If you don't have health insurance, guess what? You're criminals. You know that? Talked with the officer yesterday. I said, it's illegal right now if you don't have health insurance. They said, right. So now when it comes, the piece by piece, they are making active certain parts of the law, piece by piece. They're holding certain piece back, and they're putting other piece forward. When it comes down to the chip, when it's time to put that one up and enforce that piece, if you don't take it, you're a criminal. What you gonna do?
Already been in jail.
All right, let's look at two more, and then we're gonna look at the 20 minutes one. We're gonna get ourselves something to eat just before the 20 minutes one. Make sure you got your pen and paper out to record notes. All right. If you got questions, please write them down. All right. Got questions? Get your questions answered. Write your verses down. Write the documentation down so you can know exactly what it is. Because this coming up again. Me and the miss was out the other evening, and we saw this other couple. A young lady, probably in her mid-20s. She mentioned what Nancy Pelosi said. I was shocked. You know that? People are listening. They're learning. They want to know. And if we don't tell them the truth, the Jehovah's Witnesses would love to get out there and tell them something that's not true. Amen? All right. Okay. All right. Let me see this other piece right here. Walmart introduced this is a scanner. It's in one, I'm not sure which state it's in, but eventually it's going to be throughout the U.S. Okay?
Okay, we're at Walmart and we're looking at the new Solo Health Station. What's really unique about it is look at the scanner.
Showing the central knee level.
Knee level
For hand.
for your hand, where you can swipe your hand for the RFID chip. The questions it shouldn't really have.
The Affordable Care Act, also known as ObamaCare, was passed in 2010, and the law makes health insurance available to more people with the hope that they will be able to get the care they need. The new law also makes it easier for individuals to shop and compare all the different health plans with the healthcare marketplace. And depending on their situation, some may even qualify to get help paying for their plan through a subsidy. So what does this mean for you? Well, it means that all citizens must have health insurance or suffer hundreds of dollars in tax penalties that will increase each year. However, if they already receive coverage from their job, nothing really changes. It means that all citizens must have health insurance or suffer hundreds of dollars in tax penalties that will increase each year. However, if they already receive coverage from their job, nothing really changes. Starting October 1st, the new healthcare marketplace opens up for those without coverage to compare different plans. Under the new law, insurance providers cannot deny those with pre-existing conditions. This is great news for most people looking to purchase health insurance, but there are many different plans to choose from, and finding the right one is not an easy task. If you would like to learn more about the upcoming changes to the healthcare system and how they affect you, select the Continue button at the bottom of the screen. After a few simple questions, we can have an experienced professional reach out to help you find the plan that fits your specific needs.
ObamaCare at Walmart, and the scanner for the RFID chip. All in one package. Here we go, folks.
Please answer the question.
Let's see, what do we want to choose here for ObamaCare?
Okay, that's sufficient right now, all right.
I saw
Okay.
that machine, but it didn't have all that in it.
Okay, so this is gonna be spread throughout the US. Again, he causes how many? All. Now, India right now has over over 1 billion people. They're also in the process of getting every citizen a health ID card. That's gonna be not a hard task, but it's gonna be a big task. But eventually, it's gonna be implanted as well.
So everything is actually gonna be changed to that, the old machines? So it's not gonna be like in checkout, so that's gonna be most.
Okay, we got something even better for that at checkout. We're gonna show that piece right now as well. Oh my, woo. Okay. Germany, 1 out of every 4 citizens of Germany want a microchip implant. They're requesting one. We got some nightclubs right now. Have you heard of Bitcoins?
Oh, yeah, I did now.
You've heard of Bitcoins? Bitcoins are make-believe money, electronic money. That instead of carrying money in the clubs now, it's two casinos in the city. You can just go with Bitcoins.
Sacramento.
Well, I think got 2 here as well. In California? It started in Sacramento? So again, and it sounds convenient. And it's right up on us. So saints, what we doing? The Bible said, be a good minister, inform the saints. Let the saints be aware. Amen? So again, excuse me, there was another one. Well, all of your money now is going to be on the chip. All of your health information, all of your driver's license, your social number, it's all going to be on the chip. The cashless society, there's going to be some people think there's going to be a run on the banks. America is losing billions, if not $1 trillion or more, in unclaimed taxes or money laundering. All that's going to be cleared up. You think people right now got millions of dollars stashed away in their home somewhere, or in a big basement somewhere? You think some folks got hundreds of thousands of dollars stashed away? What about drug money? Do they take that drug money and go put it in the bank?
No.
What they most likely to do with it? Stash. So what's going to happen when the chip come along? The only money that's going to be on the chip is the money that you got in your account. So now you know they're not going to just take that money. They're going to try to take it and put it into your account. But if you bring too much money, the banker got to contact the government. Got to send a letter to the government. This person trying to $10,000 or whatever. If you take too much of your money out, they got to contact you. So now if you got $1 million over there stashed away, all your money's on the chip, that $1 million is paper. It's meaningless. So now that's going to cut down on tremendous crime. And when they shall say what? And when they shall say peace and safety. It's right up on us right now. So some folks think there's going to be a humongous market crash. Some people are saying that's possible. But what I really believe is going to happen in regards to the banks, I believe they're going to, just like they got your money on your debit cards right now, they're going to simply take it from the debit card, and that's right, and put it on your chip. And the only way you have access to it, you got to get the chip.
I think that was it Target and all those things and stuff. I think it's the government that's actually doing.
What are you saying? What you mean?
You know, they had at Target they had these like somebody was hacking into them and
Okay. Well, they call
it
it false flags.
Yeah.
The government does it. You'd be amazed what information out there is saying that the World Trade Center came down as a result of government involvement. Okay, how many buildings did the planes hit? 2. How many planes were there? 2. How many buildings fell? 3. Why 3? You had the 2 the World Trade Center, and they didn't fall down like boom. They came down like controlled explosions.
Yeah, they came
and
down.
then building 47 wasn't hit at all. I think building 7. Building 7 wasn't hit at all, over 47 stories. It came down, controlled explosion as well. Look at the Pentagon. Where's any proof? Where's any debris? Where are any bodies of passengers on the plane? At the Pentagon.
Oh, well, saying right there, but you know what I really believe is gonna happen with those people who have large sums of cash and stuff like that? Those people who have large, it's gonna go back to bartering.
Okay, that'll work.
A large bartering
That'll work.
system is gonna take place, and there's gonna be an underworld.
All that's
There's
gonna
gonna
happen.
be a large underworld
Not,
cut off, and then that's what's gonna be the separation. That's gonna be the ones who
one,
have
one of the
money
clips-
on chip, and then there's gonna be an underworld.
one of the clips on the show, they've already conditioned us for that. Remember the movie years ago, Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, Demolition Man? It's a part of a clip I'm going to show. That's just what you just described.
Or Terminator.
Terminate all of them. We've been conditioned. But again, we as the believers, we who are walking in the Spirit, these things, they should catch us by surprise. But unfortunately, we're not doing what 1 John 2 and 2:15 said. Love not the world. We're loving the world. We're loving the things in the world. We don't want Christ to come back right now and having too much fun. As a whole, for the most part. All right? Okay. We just saw Walmart piece. This is going to be a piece right here where a gentleman is this. It appears that he's stealing as he walks through the store. So just watch what happens here. Okay. Okay, let me get that, please. Okay, here we go. This is a beautiful commercial. Woo. Man, God.
Excuse me, sir. Forgot your receipt.
Checkout lines. Who needs them?
Have a nice day.
This is the future of e-business.
Convenience? Okay. You see those stripes, the lines on everything? So everything he put in his pocket had a barcode in it, had a microchip in it. Everything. No big surprise. We're getting conditioned to it. When we go to stores now, we sit there and talk to them as they rub the barcode across. We sometimes go to the self-checkout and we flip the barcodes on it ourselves. So at the moment he walked through, it identified everything he had and it took it immediately out of his microchip, out of his bank account. Instantly. Now watch this here. It's something. So the Bible is right. Now, what they show us, you in the military, how advanced, okay, America's weaponry, is it more advanced than what they show us?
Some things are.
Thank you. What we see for the most part is 10, 20 years old. The stuff they got held secret, it is just that. It's top secret. And we think, wow, did you hear it? That is old. Your computer, if it's 6 months old, guess what? It's time almost for another one. All right? So what they show us is small compared to what they really have. Very small. Amen? All right. My battery is presently dying. God is awesome. Okay. I got one other piece I want to show. Well, I'm going to show one other piece. And by the time we can go ahead and get into some meal. And if you got any questions, please feel free to get any additional questions answered. Anybody getting anything out of this?
Amen.
Praise God. Wow, this is something. Okay, what am I looking for? Okay. Microchips in everything. Okay, microchips are in everything. Boy, it's so sad what's going on. Wow, that's an interesting one. Okay, okay, that's okay. There we go. Microchip invasion. Now, what this is about right here is, this is long, so I'm not going to go through all this here. Okay. But what she's doing here, she's showing where almost everything we purchase has microchips in it. I don't care if it's everything. Stuff, you at home watching TV, you're relaxing, you're watching TV. But guess what's also?
TV's watching you.
TV's watching you. Your refrigerator, your microwave, your phone, the clothes you purchase got chips inside of them. That's what we just saying. Everything. That's what she was talking about. And she just go in details upon details upon detail. The vitamins you take now, the pills you take, they got chips on them. The doctor can tell when you took them. It'll tell you when you need it, when your prescription needs filling. And he causes all. And then not only that, the beast, he's going to get wounded, going to get shot, should have been put to death, should have been killed, but somehow he survived that. He didn't die. As a reward, the second beast is going to build an image, create an image, a statue, and going to give life to that thing and require everyone to worship. Is that Bible, Revelation 13? They are trying their best to do that now. They can't produce life, but they're trying their best to do it. Amen. But again, we want to need to see. Okay, I'm going to bypass this piece right here, and then we're going to just jump over to the last one, the next and last one, the Plus wallet, and it's going to go back again about the clubs. Okay, where did I see that one at? The Plus wallet. Okay. And then after this one here, we're going to get our meal prepared. Get you some meal, and then we just put the oven on. Just listen. Now, he's going to say some things. This will be before the election, so do not allow yourself to get offended at the truth because of color. Amen? Amen. Don't let yourself get offended. And amen to God. I'm telling you, that been 2 years ago when my wife and I first did this one. You talk about people got offended. Woo! But now they understand it. That's right, Brother Billy. Okay, Plus wallet. If you see a Plus wallet, let me know. Because that's what we're looking for. There we go, right here. Mark of the Beast, Battle Matrix. Then after this, we're going to get our meal fixed. Fix our meals.
Imagine coming to a store, and your wallet is already there. You pick up your things, approach to the checkout, give a meaningful nod, and that's it. Imagine you're late to your plane. There is a huge queue, but you instantly check in while running to the border control. Imagine you drive to the petrol station. You casually fuel your tank, and your payment is done simultaneously. Just had to click OK. Imagine the shop where all those magic things came to life. People coming with friends just to show it off. Well, this is not a fiction anymore. They all got a Unical account. And now, wherever they go, I recognize them. Processing takes under a second. They sign in as soon as I see them. All they had to do was click OK.
A new technology called Pulse Wallet syncs your credit card to the palm of your hand. Using a biometric palm reader, this cardless payment service allows you to pay by simply scanning your veins, giving a whole new meaning to blood money. Pulse Wallet seems to have the upper hand on other NFC payment systems. For example, unlike Google Wallet, where you scan your phone for payment, Pulse Wallet doesn't require you to present anything to make a transaction, other than yourself. The system was unveiled at CES in Las Vegas and will reportedly go on sale in February. Something tells me it will have businesses eating out of the palm of its hand.
The mark of the beast. Yes, it's here. Well, maybe not in the biblical sense, but what I have to show you is some crazy-ish. See, Google is patenting the first electronic neck tattoo. That's right, the web giant's plan is to tether our throats to everything from smartphones to gaming devices. And here's what it might look like. While a hands-free option to make phone calls or listen to music without earphones may sound appealing to some, this technology could easily be transformed for more sinister purposes. According to the patent, the cyber tattoo could even be used as a lie detector. And think about this, with everyone so worried about hacking and spying in the wake of the NSA revelations, who's to say that a digital tattoo capable of monitoring vital signs couldn't be hacked as well? So, is this the future? People volunteering to be consumer slaves, proudly displaying their Google barcodes on their necks? God, I hope not.
Google said this week that it's testing a smart contact lens that can help people manage diabetes, which affects almost 400 million people across the world. And that's expected to grow by quite a bit in the next couple decades. So it's no wonder people took notice when Google announced this lens, which can track your glucose per your tears. There's a tiny chip embedded on the lens that, if it works correctly, could eliminate the inconvenience and the pain involved in diabetes management. But Google's not the only one working on this type of technology. A team from Sweden designed a lens that has a fuel cell that can not only monitor glucose, but actually create small amounts of power. A Swiss company called Sensimed Triggerfish created a similar lens intended for glaucoma patients. And Google's version originated with University of Washington and Microsoft, which was once home to the lead researcher on the project. And other than the obvious medical potential, a lot of people have been speculating about what else smart lenses could be used for. The Microsoft research video from 2011 talks about the natural user interface vision of the lenses that do much more than just act as sensors.
Walking down the street, I could put people's names up, people that I recognize, people that I might want to recognize, information about them. The possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless.
Other clues to where tiny chips could take us? Well, the FDA has already approved a swallowable microchip the size of a grain of sand. Made by a company called Proteus Digital Health, it can be embedded in drugs and connected to a skin patch that sends info to your doctor on how you're responding. It can also sense physical activity, heart rate, and rest.
This small blinking LED light, set in the center of a contact lens, may just be the beginning of a new way of looking at the world. It is one of the first examples of the smart lens.
So basically, it's a contact lens that you would place on your eye like any other contact lens. Except the difference is that in this case, the contact lens has a medication inside of it and slowly releases the medication to your eye. Has a medication inside of it and slowly releases the medication to your eye.
Well, I'm Lauren Boris. Medication typically only works if you take it like you're supposed to. So how can doctors make sure that happens? Think microchips. The FDA just approved the first digestible microchip for humans. Proteus Digital Health has created a chip that's safe to embed in a number of pharmaceuticals. It's a seriously tiny square of silicone about the size of a grain of sand. And there's no battery required because you're the battery. Stomach acid activates the magnesium and copper in the chip to produce a slight voltage. The signals are transmitted to a wearable patch and from there to a cell phone. The sensor itself reports the time of medication and the capsule's specific ID. The patch tracks things like heart rate, activity, and rest patterns. The patch is battery powered and good for about 7 days. Proteus envisions this providing especially reliable feedback for those drugs that patients take for things like diabetes or chronic disease. And it could let doctors track their patients through a prescription to make sure they're getting the most out of that penicillin.
So,
You guys see it?
this pill has a small chip inside of it with a switch. It also has what amounts to an inside-out potato battery. When you swallow it, the acids in your stomach serve as the electrolyte, and they power it up, and the switch goes on and off. And it creates an 18-bit ECG-like signal in your body, and essentially your entire body becomes your authentication token. Yes, this is true. Okay?
Okay, but
Okay, so wait. So it's really true. So what this means is that becomes my first superpower. I really want this superpower. It means that my arms are like wires, my hands are like alligator clips. When I touch my phone, my computer, my door, my car, I'm authenticated in. First superpower. Like, I want that.
Today I'm going to show you my motorcycle that I rewired to accept RFID authentication. So first, you can see that the key is in the off position. And turn on the engine run switch, which also activates the RFID reader. And right now, it turns over but it doesn't start. But the RFID reader antenna is here. So when I authenticate, the bike powers up. That's it.
First superpower. Like, I want that.
First superpower, like, I want that. I want that. Isn't that something? The wife and I went to see a movie the other night, Transcendent, amen? It's a new movie in the theaters right now. The world is being conditioned to receive the mark of the beast. The world is being conditioned. And it's going to come off with some, first, what kind of power? Superpower. They got what they call nanotechnology, little small, extremely small robots that can go into your body and do repairs, all those wonderful things. And you're going to have millions of people who are going to say, yes, I want that superpower. People are going to be sporting, quote unquote, the Google barcode on their neck.
There, in jail, there's people who have barcodes on the back of their neck.
Okay.
I was like, does this actually scan? No.
So after a while, it's going to be scannable. So now again, we are blessed to be in the last days to be a part of this. With the healthcare law in the news almost every day, it's a perfect opportunity to evangelize and witness to people. So my next project is to get me like a stand, a little billboard, about 3 feet high, probably 1.5 feet wide, and Fremont Street. I'll be able to set it up. We'll get some t-shirts made. I'll get thousands of my cards. And it's going to generate conversation. Everybody who come to Vegas, some folks come in to party, but they still have a heart, they still have a conscience. Amen? And God still loves them. Amen. They're not coming to be shocked into, are you serious? I've been out there witnessing the time, and people are shocked to hear the truth sometimes. Are you serious? Crying. I'm a Sunday school teacher. I know I should be out here. That's what they said, you know. And but we still share the gospel with them. Excuse me. But when they realize, and we spoil certain people, I mean, it's precious. They're having a good time, but the moment we told them about the microchip, we gave them the law, they said, man, you ruined my whole night. Remember that one? We had one gentleman came from, I think, one was from Florida, the other one's from another state. They was here, and they're their wives. And we was talking about, and he asked me, did I have a business card? And I said, I don't have a business card, but I do have this card. And I took it down and explained it to him what it was, because I didn't want him to be offended, you know. And then, but he was offended. But I said, hey, just go home and do your research. He didn't want to hear about no microchip. He didn't want to hear anything negative about President Obama. Obama didn't do this. He's in office while this being done. But unfortunately, he allowed that name ObamaCare to get attached. And that's what's happening. But don't y'all get offended about that. Who are you in love with? Don't let it move any other way. All right? All right, so feel free at this time if everything is ready. Yes, please feel free at this time to help yourselves to any meal over there. And we're going to put this